Okay, we're in. And I'm playing it again. I'm giving it another chance. Another chance, another chance. I know that I wasn't exactly positive last time, but the first time I played it on the first time I tried on the on Alice server, I didn't felt it was as grindy. Like everything happened even when it was brutal, the same difficulty, it didn't feel as grindy, but for some reason, retracing my steps felt very grindy last time, and that was when I made it until the wolf does. Bogdan, hello! Hello there. So let me start it. I don't know if you have played this game. Probably not. It's one of those survival craft type of games. But it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Yeah, I don't think you're much of a survival craft player, right? Have you ever played games like Rust? Oh yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm trying to start uh to stream more more because I'm too inconsistent, too offline. So yeah, I'm planning on changing that. Oh, there you go. I inspire you with my Resident Evil 2 playthrough. Good. I hope you play the classic ones too. Let me let me close these. So I need spellbook menu. 2 remake, 3 remake, and 8. So you're playing 7 and 4 remake at the same time. Those two are really good, but they are very different. Now, if I haven't played 4 remake, I play the original. But for what I can tell, people's telling me they are very similar to the original. I should play remake just to compare. So that's the kind of game you like. It's very shooter like. At least the original was very. It's horror, but it's more shooter. 7 is more horror at the start, but it gets less scarier at its progress. When it progress past I will say the first boss. When you get past the first or the second boss, it gets much less creepier and much less scary. It sort of become more like more like a classic Resident Evil game. Yeah, the gameplay of 4, I don't know the remake, but the original, it was amazing. It was an action game pretty much. A really cool one. And that was why it was so good. Well, the horror was good, but the horror was more on how you will get overwhelmed. Yeah, 3 remake was definitely. I haven't played it, but it was divisive. Obviously, people are sort of, having big different opinions on. Well, it's mostly negative, I will say. It's disappointing for people. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This will kill me. I'm not ready for that. Didn't it came today? It was coming. No, it's coming in the 28th, right? So it's coming soon. Are you going to buy it as soon as it comes out? It definitely looks. I think it. I'm on the camp that it looks good. That it looks really good. The gameplay. Hopefully, it's more Resident Evil 4 than 7. I mean, I like 7, but I prefer the gameplay style of 4. Ooh, almost got hit there. Okay, these enemies are weak. Okay, you're going to die. Oh, come on. No, no, no. I didn't want it that good. Yeah, me too. I mean, once in a while I play some Night Rain because, I cannot take it sort of, it's easy to just have a game on Night Rain. But yeah, I'm pretty much not playing Souls for a while. That's why I started some of these survival craft games, which are all about crafting. So in this game, you're a vampire. You can see that if I step into the zone, I start burning, and that starts hurting me. There you go, star. So I need to be on the shadows. But during the night, I can be everywhere. And there's a crafting mechanic in which I can craft new weapons, armor, and all that sort of stuff. So it is a pretty cool game, but it's too grindy. That's really what stops me from loving it, is the grind. Oh, I'm taking all of this. Which is a sad thing. I mean, that's how Diablo is pretty much, and Path of Exile, I guess. So it's on the same vein, but with crafting. See, on the same type of game as Diablo and Path of Exile, but with crafting. Okay. Is this a boss? No. So you like Resident Evil? Actually, Resident Evil 8 was also a little bit divisive, but there's more people that like it because they like the woman character, the big woman. I haven't played, so I cannot tell, but they love that big woman. Let me feed. Actually, let me not feed. Let me not feed. So you can feed and get more blood, and the blood can be used for these powers. I don't have everything, but I have the healing power.
My blood, restore my body.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying it on a sale. Maybe I will check it today. Sometimes when the new games come out, they put the older one on sale. I have 4 remake. I mean, I already played the original. That's why I haven't played 4 remake, but I have it. So probably 8 is the next one I'll play. Oh, okay. Let me use the power here. So 3 and 4. Okay, you two are lying. Similar to our If4. That's interesting because it's a first-person one too. So I thought that it would be more similar to 7, because of the first person. So that's definitely interesting. That I didn't knew that. I mean, most of the thing about 8 is the big woman following the player. That's what most players show. So that's pretty much what I know. So this is the boring part of this game. So you have to get resources. And this is where it lost me a little bit. Loses me a little bit. Because you don't need a lot of resources. And such. Oh my god, I'm going to kill these guys. Let me get my sword out. Oh my god. They did hit me a couple times. So what they were doing together here? Nothing interesting. Anyway. So yeah, my favorite actually from Resident Evil is the original Resident Evil 4 and the original Resident Evil 2. But the Resident Evil 2 remake is up there. Oh, in terms of how scary it is, I think the remake for the first Resident Evil on the GameCube, which is also on PC, I think that's the scariest one. The remake for the first Resident Evil 1 remake. Yeah. Hey, I recommend it. It has the gameplay of the original games, which is the tank controls. So if you don't like tank controls, you may not like it. But it's scary. Really, really good. Very atmospheric, very creepy. Definitely that was my favorite in terms of horror. But most of the series have always been more about action, if I'm honest. I guess Resident Evil 7 was a little bit Resident Evil 7 was a little bit of a back to horror type of game, but it's sort of a one-off, and a little bit once you progress far enough it stops being creepy and it becomes more of an action game. Yeah, you're about to that's still very creepy. That's still a very creepy, and it's still going to be creepy for a bit more, but you're almost there when the game sort of pivots to more action, and it becomes noticeable less creepy. It becomes noticeable. Yeah, the garage scene, definitely something, huh? The introduction to Resident Evil 7 is great, I think. One of the creepiest thing I have played. So I think the next one I shall fight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's crazy. You also get your hand caught at some point. I think they clip it back together. It's well, I don't want to spoil you because I don't know if you have gotten that far. But yeah, it is a bit on the crazy side. Resident Evil 7 is a little bit on the crazy side. I think I'm going to do Rufus first. Oh. Right, Mr. X. In the original Resident Evil 2, Mr. X only appears on the B scenario. So when you play, the first player, then you have the second player, that will be the B scenario, playing with the other player afterwards. And that's when he appears in the original. And he was scary back then too. But no, well, because the game was so action focused, and I guess even in the remake because it's so action, it didn't feel. It's still scary. I say the remake is scarier than the original, but I didn't feel. I still feel it was more action like. Not Resident Evil 4 action like, but still very action like. So I think. Let me see where the enemy is. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like the original didn't mind everything looking, very nice. No, wait, this is not the way. So in the original Resident Evil 2, everything looks bright and colorful on the police station on the lab too. So that's where it throws off, I guess, a lot of people because the police station in the remake looks creepy. Looks like the mansion in the remake in Resident Evil 1 remake. Very very dark and creepy. And with very creepy lighting. Oh yeah. Like I told you, I'm very excited precisely for two things. It does looks like it has the gameplay of 4, but it also has the changes in the scenarios between characters. Because in Resident Evil 2, the original, things that you did with one character will make big difference with the others. So if you took one ammo or one gun with the character, the second character will not be able to find it. And things like that. Or you kill certain enemies with one character, then the other character will not have to fight it when you play as them. So they are bringing that back, which I like. So I'm very excited. That sounds like what the remake of Resident Evil 2 should have done with the you know characters. Because in the remake, one thing I didn't like is that your decisions with one character doesn't really change, what you get or what you can find with the other character. So I felt that, for how the original Resident Evil 2 worked, Resident Evil 9 is being more faithful in that regard. Which is cool because it makes it more replayable. Like, it makes you think maybe I shouldn't have picked this up or I should have left that for Claire. Will have been more helpful maybe for the other characters. So the next time you play, you start making different decisions and, it makes it more replayable. There are more because there are more decisions, it feels more different. Yes, that's the problem. That's the problem. But it was still a really fun game, so I mean, so that's why I think 2 is going to be, I mean, not 2, 9. If they do it right, it should be amazing. But, they have to do it right. I mean, they could always mess thing up, but exactly, that's my point. It has big potential. And of course, I want to be objective and not, not lick uh, Capcom's balls. I'm not a ball leaker, so yeah, I'm not going to lick Capcom's balls, but I think this one looks like it's going to be one of the better ones. Hopefully, even the best. That will be amazing. Today, I still think Resident Evil 4 is the best. Of course, I mean the original, because I haven't played the remake. So it's time that it gets replaced by a new one, you know. Oh my god, almost dead. Oh wait, I came the wrong way. Let me see how... Okay, he's weak. And of course, it better have a good story, because that's another thing. I thought Resident Evil 4 story was good. I mean, it was simple, and it was goofy, but, as a sort of comedy type story, I think it was great. Well, that is a very good question. Because Ashley, I don't know in the remake, but Ashley in Resident Evil 4, the original, she was infected, and you were able to take the parasite out of her. That was part of the mission. Was taking the parasite, the Las Plagas. That's how it was called. Out of her. So just because he's infected doesn't mean that he's, a done deal. There's already a history a story in the games in which you... Oh. Alright, I forgot that you haven't finished it. Well, maybe they change it in the remake and both die, who knows. Maybe Ashley dies. But in the original, you have to take the parasite out of her. And out of yourself, now that I remember. Leon was also infected in the original. But because he's a player character, you hardly ever see it. Well, I guess he was able to stay, conscious more time. Well, Ashley lost her mind earlier. But that's in the original. I don't want to spoil anything. See, now I'm spoiling things for you. Because I like the story in large part of... Well, I mean, because it's funny, actually. That's it. Verdugo. He might have been on the original. But I don't think that was his name. Was that the chief of the village? The one that the village will call Shift. The villagers. Oh no, wait, that's... I think that's a different one then. Well, I don't know if I should comment on it because I don't know how the remake treats Verdugo, but they were two in the... I mean, I don't know how the remake treats it, but they were two in the original. There were two Verdugos, I'm pretty sure. But they might have changed it, so I haven't played the remake, so who knows? And I might be confusing the bosses too. Oh, Louis. Yeah, Louis. Really cool character. Also one of the reasons why I think the story is so good. So I wonder how the remake treats him.
I don't have the proper tools.
Okay, let me then go in here. Nah, he got in there. Oh, that was a 55%. I accidentally killed him. So in this game, if you look under their life bar, it says the class, warrior, and a percentage. That's how good their blood is. And the better their blood, the more powerful you become if you drink their blood. See, now I can feed on him, but he's only 5%. Oh, I saw the haunted doll scene. Well, at least one of them. I don't know how many there are, but it became popular for streamers to, you know, play that scene and lots of clips. There's a lot of clips, so I already watched that. There's a lot of clips from that scene. So let me keep going. I can gather resources later. So there is a cave, but I cannot get... Oh! This is the first boss. I don't want to fight him again. I mean, I don't want to aggro him. Let me go up then. Okay, this might be the boss. This area looks suspicious, like it looks like a boss. Like there could be a boss here.
I rejuvenate.
I think it stays good all the way. It's just that when it comes to the horror, it's sort of replaced with action, with more action sequences. So as you get more weapons and that sort of thing, it becomes more actiony and less creepy. So it becomes more, I don't know. You can give me your opinion later after you're done with it. Well, I will not consider it the more scariest. It's the scariest during the first part of the game, like the first half, something like that. But then, honestly, lost its scare. It becomes way less scarier. But it becomes more fun. Oh, there's a boss. So it sort of trades, one thing for the other. Rogue, 30%, that's actually good. And getting his blood. Resident Evil 4, then Resident Evil 2 original. Resident Evil 4 original, then Resident Evil 2 original, then Resident Evil 1 remake, then Resident Evil 2 remake. See, here is where things start becoming ties. I will say that Resident Evil 7 is probably the next one that will be there. And Resident Evil 3, the original, will be after that. Resident Evil 5, I will confidently, actually I will put Resident Evil 5 over 3 original. Actually, no. Well, see, they are about, it's hard for me to pick. Yep, Resident Evil 3. I think Resident Evil 5 after Resident Evil 3. Now 6 will be way down there. Oh my god, you suck. Oh, he got me. Oh, I got him.
Think you're quick on your feet.
Okay. Oh sh. Ouch. Okay. His mob muffed me. His muff definitely muffed me.
Blood sustains me.
Oh my god, he got me through the... These are ruthless.
My blood restored. Think you're quick on your feet? I'm gonna call you target practice.
Oh! Oh, I didn't knew he will rapid fire. Well, yeah, he beat me. Fair and square. It's hardly a horror. Resident Evil 5 is hardly a horror. It's hardly a horror game. It's more... And I guess that's why people... don't like it as much. It focuses on action. And it's very good when you play with another player. But when play alone, I guess it's a very by the book game. You know, it doesn't particularly have an interesting story. It's not creepy, it's not horror. And the AI can be frustrating because, you know, it can be dumb. That's part of why people also don't like it. So I think it's all those things together that keep it from being great. But as a cooperative game, it's amazing, I think. But Wesker also appears on the first Resident Evil. Wesker appears on the first Resident Evil. He's more memorable in 5. The version of Wesker in 5 is more memorable. But in Resident Evil 1 he's also there. Okay, I need a crypt here. What? Okay, I need wood. Let me see if I have wood. So here's where the game shows how frustrating it can be. So there. Now I can revive here. I like the combat. And I like, I guess, the level up system and things like that. I'm not too fond of the crafting. I think that the crafting slows down the game way too much. So far. So part of it I like, part of it I don't like. Yeah, and I actually like that part of it. But now you have no choice but get better stuff, but because the enemies will kill you otherwise. I'm playing off the higher difficulty, so maybe on a lower difficulty, crafting is not as important, you know, because you might not need to be strong. Let me see my spell book. So I have one of these. And I can unlock Ice Nova. Silent Hill 2 Remake I should play. I played the original, I never finished it, but it was a really good game. The thing about Silent Hill, especially the original Silent Hill, I never liked the combat. That's what kept me. The story, they were the best. but I never liked the combat. It was so sluggish and slow, and oh, I hated it. So that's always what have kept me from liking it as much as I should. So I'm hoping that the remake for Silent Hill 2 has better combat, so I can finish it up finally. Not give up. That was the thing even back then. But in terms of actually Silent Hill, the only thing that it looked worse, it was the combat. Because when it comes to level design, when it comes to obviously the story, when it comes to puzzles, all that adventure stuff, it was better. So the only thing in which it failed to me compared to Resident Evil was the combat. It was just really not fun. Really not fun. So let me think about it. Uh, okay, this is a defensive spell, so oh, nearby enemy. So this is AOE. I might buy this one. Conjure an Nova, target location. So I think it may also be AOE. Let me see. Also, which Stalker enemy is more memorable for you? Jack from Resident Evil. Okay, that's a no context Mr. X. But Nemesis from the original Resident Evil 3 remake is even more memorable for me. So yeah. Uh, Nemesis from Resident Evil 3 original. That's my answer. That will be my answer. Let me think about more of them. There were more other enemies of those type on other games. Let me see. There's of course Mixer X. Yeah, that's the problem. That I haven't played, but that's what people say. That the entire game was way too linear and scripted. Pretty much a roller coaster type game more than you know one in which you make choices and you get surprised and all that. So I think I'm going to for the bat. Frostbat. Do I have anything else? I don't have anything else. Oh, that's too bad that they're cutscenes. No wonder why people don't like it. In the original, they weren't cutscenes. Trust me. Now, the original did have this dodge maneuver that had invisibility points, similar to Dark Souls. It had invisibility frames. the invincible frames, however you call them. So you could, if you were good at dodging, you could survive a lot more in the original Nemesis. Right control, left control. Okay, how do I change? Maybe I need to change it like this. Oh! Hey Shadow, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Playing a new game today. And I already getting my ass kicked. Yeah, long time. The crew is almost back. We just need Pekora and some of the other guys. But it's good to see you guys. I mean, I'm hardly streaming these days, so I can see why we hardly see each other, but I'm going to start to be more consistent. Okay, I'm just going to break this tree. Yup. Hey Shadow, do you like Resident Evil games by any chance? Have you played any Resident Evil game? Ooh, wait. Oh, I'm further down the line. Alright, I might give Ross a try. I only gave it this one a try because, I don't know, I played on someone else's server and sort of liked it when I played, but now that I'm playing by myself and having to craft things and that sort of stuff, I don't really like it as much. Actually, Radagon was 6. The only one that took me more than 10 hours was Millennia.
Break it, you buy it.
You became a Resident Evil fan, right? That's what you mean. So Bogdan is playing 4 remake and 7, but he already played a couple of them, right? Well, one good thing about Resident Evil is that you can play it out of order because they all have their own story. I might pick up 8 then. I'll see. I might pick up 8. Okay, so this is the guy that kicked my ass. Oh, I fail. Oh. Yeah, that's too bad to hear. Was it the original or the remake? Well, I think they're on sale now, so maybe you mean the next time. Okay, I want just this guy.
Well, lucky me. A new decoration for the front gate just walked in.
Oh my god, these guys. They came. No, you're not going... Oh, let me feed on you. Warrior 11. Yeah, there was no change. I will tell you there's no reason to start from the beginning if you don't want to, because all the stories are self-contained. They pretty much have their own story. You know, you don't have to follow like a long thread or, well, I guess. But you don't need to play a certain Resident Evil to play another. They are always very...
Another assassin. Make it
They don't
interesting
rely
this
on
time.
each other's story. There's not that much continuation. Or direct continuation. Okay.
Start running. Think you're quick on your feet? You did it.
Oh! I think I survived this time. Oh no, I'm not surviving this time.
Think you're quick on your feet? Until you start.
Oh! Right. That's what got me last time.
You're dead on your feet.
Oh my god. He got me. This guy got me. I almost had him. Yeah, the prices these days, the prices for games are, well, almost 80, right? I think it's at $70. Yeah. There's a little bit of connection, but you know, besides getting the odd comment or having the fan service, you know, part, I don't think you're really missing that much by playing out of order. Someone, oh, you mean PvP, but I don't play PvP games. I only play PvE. Oh, wait. It's this way. Yep. Triple A's, forget it. That's what I'm playing more. That's why I'm playing. Oh. I'm playing more indie games these days. What about the other? Oh, I see. Well, Bogdan, you're in luck. They actually made a new upgrade, a new update to Overwatch that changed everything. To Overwatch 2 that changed everything. So now it's not called Overwatch, it's called, I mean, now it's not called Overwatch 2. It's just called Overwatch. So yeah. Well, Shadow, I think you should start playing Pokemon or something like that, you know, something that is not that heavy on your laptop.
You probably think you are something, but
Oh, this is the hardest boss. He's going to kill me. Oh, I somehow escaped. Somehow I escaped. Pretty sure. Oh, for sure. Oh, I forgot to feed. I killed him accidentally. Man, that's a bummer. That is that is not good. Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah, that's too bad. You haven't been able to do something about it then. That's yeah, that's too bad. And you cannot tell your parents, so you have to look for a way yourself to fix that. I feel you, man. I feel you. You're in a tough spot right now when there are so many cool games coming out. Oh. Oh, all right. That's a good one. I mean, does your laptop has like an HDMI out? If your laptop has an HDMI out, you can just use it as like a desktop on a monitor with a monitor. I mean, that's a smart one. Oh, well. I mean, if you can find a good monitor cheap, or even a TV, you can just use that and play games like that. At least that's what I will do. If it was my gaming machine. Oh yeah, you told me that it was very fancy.
I don't have the proper
Dang it.
tools.
Oh sure, sure. I mean, both of you. I know it's late where you are, so you can both you can both take leave whenever you want and sleep. Don't stay too late. A noise generator. Oh my god. Well, if it's a noise generator, that means that it's powerful. So, you know, that's a good thing. You just have to put it a little bit away from you. Get a big a long cable, a long HDMI cable, And you can put the computer, you know, a little bit far from you to deal with the sound. Okay, let me recover here.
Blood sustains me.
I need to get rid of as many enemies as I can. That was a one hit. Bale attacks. Ooh. Oh, well. Yeah, you can do that too. Well, see, since you're in college, you probably don't have, like, speakers, right? So, yeah, I can see. Yeah. Besides, it's better to use headphones. So now I have my stuff back. All right. Well, you know, maybe you shouldn't. Well, I mean, obviously you're still in college, so you don't have as much money. But getting a good keyboard down the line,
Guess I have to
you
have
probably
this.
have plenty of USB ports, so you probably can do it.
Looks like I just
Oh, oh no, I'm dead. Oh no, Tristan. Okay, I have to get out of here. Tristan is going to kill me for sure. Oh, USB-C HDMI, so it's more than enough for a keyboard, yeah. So yeah, now that I think about it, you don't even need a new computer, a new PC or anything. With the monitor, you already fix a lot. For some reason, my server crashed. Authenticating. Did their servers crashed? Come on. I did have a computer. It didn't have a. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Actually, the in how it was called, and enshrouded. Really cool game. Well, seems I have to wait here anyway. Let me go to the bathroom real quick, and I'm going back soonish. If I don't find you, that's fine. I know that is probably because you went. You have something to do. Anyway, let me go through the bathroom real quick. Oh my god, I cannot believe I might have to. That's the second time that it happens. I might have to stop streaming here then if it happens again. Seems like there are server issues with. But that's funny because I have my own server which should run on my computer. So obviously it's doing something with, I guess, the developer server. But man, that is too. So I did have a couple of computers in which I will hook them up to TVs, but it wasn't because they the display broke. It's just that once I found the monitors, they look so much better. So I. Hello, you're dead. So I will just use the monitor because it looked better. Ah, let me see if I can, if Tristan is out of the picture. And I can fight this guy by itself. Oh my god, I let this guy hit me. That was a lot of damage.
Regeneration.
And of course, because I had a good monitor, I will just hook them up through HDMI. Actually, it wasn't even a monitor. It was a VCO TV that I found very low. It was like 120 but it was big, like 24 inches. For that price, it was really good. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Third time's the charm. I cannot play the game anymore. That's too bad. I'll guess this is as far as we're going. Shadow, what do you do? Shadow, yeah, and he had a really good resolution. It wasn't 1080p. It was like a little bit more than 1080p. So I remember that I will put it on that resolution instead of 1080p. I don't remember which was the resolution. I think it might have been 144. No, it wasn't 144. I think it was 16. No, 1. I don't even remember. But it was a good resolution. So I will put it on that resolution and be happy. So I had 2 laptops that will run on the same monitor. Yeah, playing it on brutal. That's why we have easy. So let's just cut the server. We don't need to waste resources on that guy. We don't need to. He's making our game look bad and talking shit about our game because I've been talking a lot of shit about this game. Because I like the combat on one side, but I don't like the crafting that much. You know, so sort of a bit conflicted here. But yeah, I will have to leave the stream here. That's too bad. Well, hey, Shadow, thank you for coming by, and Bogdan, I'm pretty sure you're playing games, but hey, thank you too for passing by. It was good talking to you guys again. So yeah, maybe in another time I'll play. I'll see. Well, anyway, I see you later. Oh, Vrising, what a disappointment. Well, I mean, I guess it happens. It happens. Legacy of Castlevania Premium Pack. What is this? Okay, it's just some DLC. Crap. Never mind. Well, I'll see you. Bye bye.